Hey guys, we are Team 17. My name is Soltan. My teammates are Batuhan and Vishnu. So we were using Python, and thanks to Platathon, we were using the dataset, which is Gamer Study 2024. That was very useful, and I was the mainly responsible for the cleaning part. So yeah, it was kind of complicated. Like we had some gender values, which was like kind of complicated. Like let's say male, female, but they were like with a capital letter or the lowercase. Or we had some Boolean values called like true, false, but there was also like yes, no, or 1, 0. So we had to make sure they're all in the same line. And beside of that, there were some missing values that we had to really fill with something. So what we did, our approach was mainly focused on medians, sometimes mean. We were just trying to predict which is the most likely value to be. We didn't just put random values there because that will make more sense and the data set will be more reliable. So far, that's what I did. I mean, each of us contributed different parts, and we did a great team job. And for the data set, for the data cleaning, I was the responsible, and my teammate will take a charge right now.
To tell this story, we built three charts. Let's start with the bar chart. Surprisingly, solo players aren't the one who feel the least connected. The lowest sense of community actually comes from people who only play with the real life friends, because to them it's just hanging out. The highest sense of community comes from playing with online strangers. It shows that the real connection takes efforts. Next, the dumbbell chart reveals how social gaming boosts real-world skills. If you look at the problem solving or communication, solo players actually win by a little because playing alone lets you focus entirely on the game. But the moment you need social skills, forcing players to work together and settle arguments, shows social players dominate. Teamwork alone jumps at past 3.8. The game itself isn't teaching these soft skills, but dealing with other people is. Um, Finally, our line chart reveals a huge plot twist. You'll probably think playing with others is more fun, right? But the data shows solo players actually report higher levels of pure joy across almost every age group. Why? Because playing alone is an escape. It lets you relax and recharge. Playing with others bring challenges that build great life skills, but it does lower that feeling of pure ease joy. Batuhan.
So our story is in three stages, as we said. So our story shows that gaming outcomes depend on how players engage. When players interact socially, they build stronger community and develop meaningful soft skills like teamwork and conflict resolution. However, when players engage alone, they may experience slightly higher personal joy. This reveals that gaming is not inherently isolating or inherently social. It is a flexible system where different modes of play produce different benefits. The value isn't in the game itself, it's in how people choose to engage with it. For visualization, each section builds from belonging to skill development to overall joy, reinforcing a clear cause and effect pattern in the data. And I use dark neon design to reflect digital context, while cyan highlights emphasize meaningful differences in a focused and analytical layout. To conclude, this data shows clear structural differences across modes of play and social engagement, strengths, community, and significantly increases teamwork, conflict resolution, and inclusive attitudes. However, overall joy is slightly higher among solo players, suggesting that autonomy plays an important role in personal enjoyment. So gaming isn't inherently isolating or inherently social, it is conditional. The benefits depends on how you engage with the system. Thank you.